Have you ever met a celebrity but acted like you don't know them? I was shopping with my daughter at a small bookstore in LA, just one of those quiet weekday afternoons when we had nothing else to do. She was 10 at the time, her arms full of fantasy novels, and I was flipping through a memoir near the front. The bell above the door jingled, and someone walked in wearing a hoodie, sunglasses, and a low baseball cap. He moved quickly through the aisles, barely looking up. I noticed right away. It was Keanu Reeves. My daughter didn't recognize him. She was too focused on picking between two dragon-themed books, but I caught a glance when he pulled his hood back just slightly to read a spine. It was unmistakable. He had that same quiet presence he always seems to have in interviews and movies. Nobody else in the store seemed to clock it. There were only 3 other people there, including the cashier, who was nose deep in a crossword puzzle. He passed by me once and nodded. I nodded back. No smile, no fan moment, just mutual human acknowledgement. My heart was thudding a little, not because I was starstruck, but because it felt like I was sharing some secret with the universe. This man, who could easily be surrounded by paparazzi or screaming fans, was just here, looking for a book in peace. He browsed for a while, picked up a worn copy of something, I think it was a Murakami novel, and walked past us to the register. My daughter tugged on my sleeve, whispering about whether she should get the hardcover or the paperback. I told her to pick whichever one made her happier. Keanu paid in cash. He thanked the cashier quietly and turned to leave. As he passed us again, he paused for the briefest moment and looked at the stack of books in my daughter's hands. "Good taste," he said softly with a small smile, then headed out the door. My daughter blinked up at me, confused. "Do we know him?" she asked. I just shrugged and said, "No, honey, just a nice man who likes books." We walked out 10 minutes later, the moment still sitting on my chest. I could have said something. I could have told him how much I admired his work, how his movies meant a lot to me growing up, but I didn't. He didn't need that in that moment. He just needed to be another person on a quiet day, looking for something to read. Later that night, when my daughter had her books lined up on her bed, ready to start reading the first one, she looked at me and said, "That guy was really nice." I smiled and agreed. She still doesn't know she met Keanu Reeves. Maybe I'll tell her one day, or maybe I won't. It was enough that we shared that calm moment, unbothered and simple. Just a dad, his daughter, and a movie star we pretended not to know.